Hello guys, it's me, back with another video. What if Deku was Stain's son? His quirk is called Bloodchain because I just came out with a random name. And I'm gonna use one of the what ifs that somebody else gave me for my next Deku one. What if? I'll just kind of go over it right now. It's what if Deku had Ichigo's power, so that means Quincy powers because he is a Quincy. Soul Reaper powers, Hollow powers, and if you guys want me to give him like those, I forgot what they were called, but you know, where he lost his powers and he kind of got them back. But how I was going to explain this is that how quirks came up in that world is reishi, which Soul Reapers don't use reishi, Quincy's do, and that's what Mangetsus, I think they're called, or Soul Reaper, and Getsing on 10 shows are his Quincy powers. So yeah, so if I switch up the names, that just tells you which power I'm using. And how quirks are made is reishi in the air. And the reishi in the air would cause people to gain quirks or special abilities, which there still is Quincy's, which the dude with the neighbor laser will be a Quincy because he uses a tool to use his power, and that's what Quincy's do. So yeah. So that also means Deku's Quincy powers might be even stronger because he absorbs the reishi in the air and he shoots them out. And people can see hollows because of this. So have you guys ever heard of My Hero? Not My Hero Academia, but My Hero. Like the maker, like the original My Hero Academia, kind of. In that world, nobody had a quirk, pretty much, but they had monsters, and they did have heroes. But the character that kind of looks like Deku was not Deku. He was a man, and he didn't have powers, but nobody had powers. But he had a strange condition. I forgot the name, but he has like low iron in his blood, and he pretty much doesn't have a lot of stamina, but he still wants to become a hero. That's why they probably made Deku in the original at the beginning of the series so skinny, is to hint at that little one-sheet spread. I forgot exactly what they're called. But yeah, that was just me explaining my Soul Reaper one. If you guys think that's cool, I just think it's cool, I'm just gonna do it. But yeah. So, oh yeah, there are gonna be people, or there are gonna be those hollows with their broken mask in it too, or Soul Reapers also, all that, like the whole original series. But yeah, so Deku in this, right, or Deku right now. The only person that calmed down because he wants Deku to be OP. He's like, I need my boy OP. And I was like, first comment, only comment for saying so I go with it. So, Deku will get the quirk. I'll say in the 10 months training because he was already buff and All Might seen how quick he was. He would get it, and All Might would like let the energy flow. But because Deku is Stain's son, and Stain's very observant, and Deku was in the main canon, so it would be even more observant. So he would ask, what if you focus energy on one part of your limbs? Would that part only transform, or would your whole body? All Might would say yes, and he asked why. He was just saying, because I need some practice with this. He would focus energy throughout his body. He would get the lines, and I'll say 30 seconds later, it would drop down because he never used it for long. After seeing this, he would send Deku to Gran Torino, meeting him earlier. And he doesn't learn parkour from him because Deku already knew parkour. But yes, and I'll say Deku kind of used the imitation of his parkour from the main canon. But now, because he uses Stain's parkour, he would get ideas from Gran Torino, and that would improve his parkour, almost matching Gran Torino in parkour skills, but not in speed, with no quirk. But I'll say just because Stain does mostly focus on speed, but I'll say Deku did focus on some strength more than Stain. So, but Deku's legs will be stronger in this, kind of sticking to main canon. But the rest of his body will be 15%, but he can push his legs farther than that, going to 20%. But he's not at the level of getting Black Whip yet. And if you guys want me to just go give him all 7 quirks that you guys want to make up, I will do that in a different what if. What if Deku had one for all early, but with all the quirks, and you guys can make up quirks? That would be cool. I'm pretty sure there's only 7 quirks, because 3 uses one for all, had no quirks. All Might, Nana, and the first holder of one for all. Or he did, but that's how he made one for all. So yeah, so he kind of already gained his powers at the beginning, but yeah. So yeah, he would just learn more parkour skills and maybe more hand-to-hand combat than just using his, or all of his moves are hand-to-hand combat. Just some more practice. The test. I'm not sure if I went over it, but Uraraka would run through and would float people. But if you guys didn't know, there were also switches on the back of the robots. The creator of My Hero said that in one of the interviews, and says that there was actually switches on the back of them, just in case somebody's quirk was based off of tactics and all that, they could still pass, which is actually a good idea. But I felt like people from 1B can actually get into 1A. Like the girl with the vine quirk, she can probably break them, or if she's seen the switches, she can literally switch 100 of them at once. I don't know why she didn't get into 1A. But yeah. Has you guys ever thought this? You know the dude that can speak to birds and all that? Speak to animals? Koda, that's his name. How did he get in? Because that's a fake city, so there's only supposed to be 1 or 2 birds. And my theory was, did he trick Principal Nezu because he is an animal by talking to him somehow? That would actually be a good theory. But yeah. I can see Mineta getting in because he can trap robots. And I'll say he can probably break robots' wheels because they'll get stuck and overload and pop, as we've seen in animes do. And he can also stick them down and swap the switches. But yeah, Deku would be practicing. He would be running at 15% and be running through, kicking robots, spinning, kicking, ripping off heads. Just kind of go through all this. Deku is faster than Ida because I think 5% was as fast as Ida whenever he goes full gear, but reciprocal burst is faster, but it's just a short burst. But I'll say at 15%, reciprocal burst speed is 15%. So yeah. He can throw smashes with his legs, not his hands. 20% as smash levels, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, which All Might taught him how to do smashes, or showed him how to do them. That's whenever he would say Carolina smash, which instead, I'm pretty sure that's the karate chop one. Instead of that, or is that the backwards hit one? I say it's that karate chop one. Deku would say this, but he would use his legs, spin, hitting the head and breaking it, or like more like cutting it off is the technique. He would say Detroit Smash, which is a tornado-based one, which he would smash his foot against the ground, launching up robots. I think there's other smash, which was a different abbreviation of a tornado. He would say that one. But I'll say this one's more like a sideways tornado, and the other one's like a straight up tornado, like a regular tornado. But yeah, he would go through and he would pass. So 1A, whenever they get there, Deku would kind of just be sitting in the class. He would get top points, Bakugo would get second, and Uraraka would be higher because she can drop robots and she can use her quirk longer, and she is fast enough to get through all that, and she can jump through it. I think Bakugo got like 80, which I bump him up to 100 sometimes whenever Deku's stronger. But I'll just say he's still 80. And I'll say Uraraka was 5 points off of getting the same as Bakugo. So that means like 1 2-pointer, 1 3-pointer, and which she could have got if she wouldn't got. Would she get trapped? I'll say because she got trapped is why. Because rubble fell on her. But Deku would say Detroit Smash, smashing against the ground with his foot, ripping it up, making her fly up. That's when he would jump up, grabbing her, and would have jumped off into the building, would have sat her down, when it jumped off again, hitting all the way up the robot as everybody else sees. He would spin and he would say Alabama smash, or Alabama stomp, I'll call it, which he would jump really high as he can, spinning gun to 20% on his legs, both of them, punching in the air like a couple times, sending him back, with his spins, shooting his legs through it. I would say this is enough force to completely destroy the robot's head, smash it, by all this force that he put into it. But yeah, at school he would get top points, but everybody looking at him, but Uraraka would be talking to him. That would calm some people down, so he's not just like a really jerk. Bakugo would be angry because Deku got first, and he's wondering how he got first. He doesn't have any blood to control, and all that. He's thinking he must have cheated. That's when they would do the whole test. Deku would have been told to throw the ball without his quirk, which would go just like above average for a high schooler, like an athlete level. Pretty much, just think of an athlete level, so nothing to be like, you used your quirk. Nothing like that. And he would be told to use his quirk. Instead, he would activate full cow, or there is a better version of this move, would be blood calling. But he doesn't have any blood on him, so he would do full cowling, and he would take the ball, smashing it in straight up in the air, getting some distance, and he would jump up, saying 20% smash, hitting it, slam into the ground, saying Detroit smash, or which, and I forget which smash was the wind one or the tornado one. Hitting it, slamming, making a mini tornado, hitting the ball, sending it even farther. Which I'll say that goes over a mile, so that would be like 2,000 meters, because I think that was the measurements. Like I think 1,600 meters were a mile. That would impress some people. And all that. He got the highest distance he can to smash it away and all that. And that last one was just to get some more distance. So yeah. Sorry about the interruption. But yeah, he would get high because it's a enhancement quirk. Bakugo would be fuming and he would go to attack him at the end. With Deku would dodge with just his regular old strength. Would have gotten a battle stance. Bakugo screaming, "Once your quirk is a blood quirk, right?" People hearing this, and he would say, "So you have two quirks all this long?" He would say, "Yeah, I just kind of figured it out like a month ago." Saying that I have two quirks, blood chain and enhancement quirk. People hearing this, he has two quirks so he can get even more powerful. Oh no. But yeah, this is where I'll leave it off. I'll do the whole battles. Next one, do what you want. I need to clear my voice. But yeah. Bye. Hope you like this. If you guys don't like him with One for All, too bad. You guys didn't comment. So, yeah, bye.